I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it out there. I don't usually do a stream like this, right? Can I scroll over to the left so I can see my Nope, that doesn't help. No, but I want to see my chat. Yeah, I want to see my chat, but can I? Okay, that's just. How am I doing this? Wait a second. That's fine. If I do this. This is fine. I can see it like this. Of course, that's just how it's going to be. Oh, great. Now I can't see my chat anyway. How do I make it so that I can see my chat? That works. No, jeez. Oh my god. Can we just stretch this? I'm doing so much live editing right now. Cool. That works. Sure. Rootin' tootin'. Can I see my chat? Can I see more of my chat? Is that my whole chat box? That's my whole chat box. I can do that. Cool. Stream is now ready. I should have just waited. Alright, so I've learned more about Diddy in the past week than I have the entire rest of my life. So that's the thing. Like, that is actively just a thing. So, you know what I'm gonna do? Can I turn off this ad? Jesus Christ, stop. Like, go away. Go away. I hate so many ads. Video ads that you can't close or skip in a news article. Wow! Absolutely insane. So, the reason that we don't have Tupac is because of a dude who couldn't get a woman wet without 1,000 bottles of baby oil, aka P. Diddy, aka the Diddler, aka a lot of other names, aka that's so messed up. I love Tupac. I like listening to Tupac. I've like hearing Tupac speak from back when he was alive, just interviews and stuff. He just sounds so intelligent. Even though he grew up, you know his whole backstory, how he grew up in the projects and all. And it's just like, that's inspirational. And we don't have that because of a clown, basically. So, I've learned a lot, but there's a good reason to believe that Diddy put out a hit on Pac and Biggie, which is wild. I swallowed those wrong. Yeah, like I said, I don't usually do a stream like this, but y'all voted for it. Y'all went on YouTube and y'all actually voted for it. I had to kick the cat off my lap. So, we're doing some reading. So, this guy, Diddy, Sean Combs, same person. If you didn't know, he's being arrested for a lot of things. One of the main things is racketeering. The other things are pretty much he's a rapper minus a P, and a lot of other stuff related to misconduct, we'll say, so I don't get censored on YouTube or wherever else this ends up. But yeah, that's the thing. The FBI raided, was it the FBI? The feds? Whatever. Whoever raided his house to get evidence, They found 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Well, I'm sure you've all heard it. It's not like the news is just mysteriously now being sounded around the world. No, no, no. We found 1,000 bottles of baby oil. That's actually crazy. Homeland Security found it. Okay, according to the article. Which is crazy. Back when I was a kid in the late 70s, they were called threesomes. Agnephilo said. The so-called freak-off parties that Diddy had, blah blah, where he would lure and coerce women to engage in performances with male workers for him to watch and record, sometimes without their knowledge. That is so disgusting. Like, Jesus. That is just disgusting. I didn't know it was all that. I just know, like, the main things, because I keep seeing crap about it, and I'm mad. I don't know where the number 1,000 came from. I can't imagine it's thousands. And I'm not really sure what the baby oil has to do with anything. We know what it's for. It's for getting someone lubed. Like, couldn't get anybody wet without that. You don't know how, clearly. Also, he's just a rapper minus a P, so, you know, you get the gist. Harbor 11 explained that the baby oil could be used as a lubricant. Yeah, obviously. I don't know how someone wouldn't know that. I don't know what you need 1,000 for. Yes, 1 bottle of baby oil goes a long way. I'm not gonna lie, I've bought bottles of lube in my lifetime. Not baby oil specifically, but just this lubricant. Any kind of lubricant that you buy, it will last you months, years, sometimes. I don't think I bought a bottle of lubricant in like 4 years. I think I'm still on a bottle from 4 years ago. Because I don't fucking need it that often. It's insane to me that you would need 1,000. Like, going into Diddy's house, you must have been slipping on the floors and shit. Like, Jesus. Actually insane. Oh, someone added, can't pronounce that name, Agnephilo? Whatever. Diddy has a big house. He buys in bulk. I think they have Costco's in every place where he has a home. I mean, have you sat in a parking lot of Costco and see what people walk out of there with? Nobody, and I mean nobody, who is innocent of anything is buying 1,000 of any individual product. They're just not. Like, unless you want to classify a gallon of water that you bought as 1,000 droplets of water, maybe, but no one does that. They just don't. They really don't. This is just foolish. And that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you buy in bulk or not. Okay, you buy in bulk lube. You're not going to buy even 100 bottles. You're not going to buy 20 bottles. You're not going to buy even 10 bottles probably. You're more than likely going to buy like 4 or 5. And they'll be like really large containers. Because like I said, when you use lubricant, you use such a small amount of it at a time. Like, you're not going through like a third of the bottle or something in one usage of it. You know what I mean? Like, it should be about a dollop. So like about the same amount that you would shampoo your hair with or something. Like, that's about the same amount, if not less than that. Like, you don't need hardly any. No, blah, blah. Doubting the accounting of the baby oil. Okay, blah, 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 blah. There's a Costco right down the street. Where in this picture do you see a Costco? Does there look like there's a Costco around here? This is his house. That's his house right there. Where's the Costco? Show me the Costco. I don't see it. I don't want to look through all 4 images, though. I feel like I might get a virus being on some weird website. Namely, a news article. If you've ever been on news article websites, like these days, it's impossible. It's just impossible to navigate without ads. Some of them unskippable, unclickable. It's insane. This is an entire box of evidence. This is an entire box of evidence, according to this, basically. That is just wild. No, I really do want to see the Costco now. Oh, wow, it's the 4 images I already scrolled through. That's great. Yeah. Diddy was arrested September 16th, so 10 days ago, at a hotel in New York. Wow. Well, that's all of that article, so I am now going to go to Get Away From Me. So this is the thing that I really wanted to read, because I saw only a couple of people talk about this one, which was the fact that, you know, Tupac, murder suspect, claimed that Diddy was involved ordering a hit. And it's just like, like, I thought Eminem was playing around when he said stuff about it. And I thought Cat Williams was messing around. And Cat Williams especially, he's a comedian. Like, I didn't think that that was real talk when he was saying it live during a performance. No, that shit was serious, but it was funny. What? Yeah. And then, like, all the clips of all the other celebrities that might come out who are connected with Diddy in some way. Like, this man's going to be the Epstein of the hip-hop industry, basically. It's insane. So, let's see. The suspect has been charged with the 1996 murder of Tupac, pleaded not guilty. Court filings include past interviews in which Davis claimed that Sean Combs was involved in ordering the hit on Tupac. And Combs has denied any involvement in the shooting, and police say he's never been considered a suspect. But if you weren't able to trace, you know, someone put out a hit, though, that's a different story. Yeah, blah blah, the whole story. Actually crazy. Yeah, if this man right here is the reason that we don't have this man, I'm going to be so mad. I'm already mad about it because I'm like 90% sure it's true. Because when you have multiple celebrities mentioning the same thing, 50 Cent's mentioned something about it. And it's like, 50 Cent's mentioned it, Cat Williams has mentioned it, and Eminem has mentioned it. I'm sure there's going to be other people that come out mentioning it. There's a woman, I don't remember her name. I think it's Jaguar or something. Look, I don't know celebrities. I don't keep up with Hollywood. I don't keep up with the music industry, with people's lives. I don't really keep up with the music industry in general anyway. I'm an Eminem fan. I barely know anything about the man. Literally. Like, I'm not looking up stuff about him or nothing. Like, I'm just enjoying what he puts out there as an artist. And that's about it. Like, that's the extent of my, like, oh, they're good at acting. Or they're good at whatever they're doing. And that's about the extent that I'm going to really look up somebody as far as, like, celebrities and whatnot go. So, yeah. Things. So, don't expect me to know the names of a lot of people. I don't. I seriously do not. Oh, wow, it's beyond ridiculous and false, Combs told them. Neither Biggie nor I had any knowledge of any attack before, during, or after it happened. Yeah, I don't know if I believe that coming from Diddy's mouth after everything that's come out. I've been hit by 4 bullets. Blah, blah. Despite interest and speculation, the case went cold for a long, long time. Okay, so there is a lot of sources in this article, though. Oh, certain sources. Anyway, I'm going to go over to YouTube now, because there are other videos about this that I definitely need to watch. Sure, we'll just look at my shorts real quick. Subscribe! Look at all those shorts that I have. Look at me sponsoring myself randomly. Now y'all are going to see some wild stuff just coming up here. Of course, I watched one NASCAR video of my friend, and now I have just NASCAR. Yep, that's it, YouTube. That's exactly what I was wanting to see. There we go. That's what I want. I haven't watched this yet. I'm going to react to Critical reacting to stuff. Because that's the new meta of YouTube. Also, I love Critical.
The Diddy case very closely. I think this is a super serious one that's
with
like the same level of Epstein almost.
100%.
The case so closely where I have peepers on it at all times. I'm also following his lawyer pretty closely. So I watched every.
Oh, I haven't thought to do that yet. I definitely haven't thought to do that yet. Also, if y'all haven't subscribed to this man, oh my god. I thought that was not going to be a sneeze. Fuck. Them Takis, man, they really got me sneezing. I hadn't thought about following Diddy's lawyer because the thought doesn't usually cross my mind to think about someone's lawyer, especially if they're extremely rich. Because at that point, my mind is just like, oh, they're going to hire an incredibly good lawyer because they have bags and bags and bags of money to spend. And then I leave it at that. He's a clown, apparently. And I like a lot of what Charles has to say about a lot of stuff. And he does a pretty good job sourcing his stuff, which... Oh, okay. Anyway, follow him. He's amazing.
A real
follow
patriot.
him.
The majority of what Mark says is just boilerplate standard lawyer lie speak, just a bunch of babble where when
that doesn't surprise me.
Questions just basically deflects it or reshapes it. So if he's confronted with a question about the case, he will do his best to steer it differently. So in one interview, someone asked him point blank what he thinks about the video that shows Diddy beating the shit out of a woman.
Yeah.
He says, yeah, that's bad.
Oh yeah, that's bad, alright. Man, he really shouldn't have beat the absolute crap out of that woman right there. But we'll be fine, you know. Just gotta put some kinks in that argument in court. It'll be fine.
He basically just says, like, it's not good, you know, beating women, boo, I'm not a fan of that. But we have to remember, he's not being indicted for beating women.
No. He is not. It's racketeering, and a lot of other stuff that is related to sexual misconduct. That's what I understand he's being indicted for.
Mark, checkmate. Right you are. We do need to keep that in mind. Surely this video evidence of P. Diddy beating the shit out of Cassie has nothing to do with anything else.
Yeah, seriously.
Phoenix, right? You're a real shining star, Mark. And that's kind of what he does. He'll take things...
Yeah, that's the dumbest thing.
Women, not good. But that is not what he's indicted for. In fact, they're coming after him for sex trafficking. Can you believe it? What?
Yep, that was another one.
It's ridiculous. And we're going to prove it in court. We'll give him the razzle-dazzle.
I don't think that... there's 1,000 bottles of lube that say otherwise.
It's a bunch of fucking nothing. A giant nothing burger with the way Mark talks about it. I know he knows that P. Diddy is guilty, but he's about to get a fat paycheck for it.
Oh, yes, he very much is.
Talk about when it comes to Mark's interviews or statements, but there are 2 interviews I want to show you and really talk about.
Okay.
They are beautiful.
This is getting into some good stuff here. Wait a
So
second.
Mark's been getting asked a lot about the baby oil.
Oh, by the way, most of the stuff that I've been seeing is via TikTok. I'm one of those delinquents that drinks toilet water and sniffs glue, and that happens to be me watching TikTok and playing League of Legends, but mostly watching TikTok, right? I know it's going to be banned at some point in time, soonest enough, right? But I still use it because it is honestly, there's a lot of convenience to it of just watching short videos, giving, just sitting down, usually when I go to the bathroom for a bit, that's usually when I'll pull up TikTok, or, I'll be at work and I'm on break, I'll just watch TikTok or something. And I'll watch like a bunch of stuff, but a lot of what I've been seeing on TikTok has been teaching me about Diddy. So that's all. I just wanted to mention that because I don't think I mentioned that yet.
Mark has to defend so many awful, fucking heinous, and downright weird things for his client. And he has to defend
This is true.
all of them, mind you, which
Yes.
includes the fucking baby oil. And the
I don't
way
know.
he tries-
I want to know. I really do want to know. Thinking about the argument that it is okay to have 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Why did your client need this baby oil, sir? Oh, well, you see, he gets real ashy. I mean, he gets ashier than Vesuvius when it erupted back in the day. He just be getting so ashy. He needs all that baby oil. I tell you, he go to Costco, he buys so much of it, bruh.
to defend it is so silly. He is a fucking amazing clown. So if like this whole lawyer thing doesn't work out for him, or if he wants to retire and just like do something on the side, this dude absolutely needs to get into like honking his nose professionally, because this shit.
Honking his nose professionally.
They called them freak-offs. But, back when I was a kid in the late 70s, they were called threesomes.
If these
Yes.
are genuinely threesomes, how do you explain 1,000 bottles of baby oil?
Boom! Big hit. That is absolutely insane. Like, in what universe is 1,000 bottles of baby oil? 3 people do not require 1,000 bottles. They don't even require 3 bottles. They require less than like a 20th of the bottle. Like I said, each person is just a dollop in the hand. Just a little dollop. Not like this big cow pie in your hand. A little dollop.
I don't know where the number 1,000 came.
The U.S. Attorney said it.
I can't
I can't imagine.
imagine it's thousands. I mean,
He didn't say thousands, he said 1,000.
There's already so much to unpack there. He is trying with a straight face to say that the freak-off parties are just threesomes. Brother,
They're just
there are
threesomes.
videos from some of the freak-offs, and it's a lot different than what you're trying to paint it as.
Yeah, like, unless you're going through like 30 threesomes a day, may I actually believe you need 1,000 bottles of lubricant. And even then, I'm very skeptical of you. Because I don't think you're going through a full bottle in one day, even with that.
Here. That is just so disingenuous and delusional. I
Hello,
get that it's
kitty.
his job, but man, don't insult the intelligence of every human being on the planet.
Exactly!
Just a Google search away, you can see it's not just threesomes, and Goober here is trying to pull the wool over your eyes by trying to convince you that it's just threesomes.
There is no possible way. Anyone that believes what the lawyer is saying here, that it's just for threesomes and whatnot, no. This man could probably secretly hold the record for the world's largest orgy. And not those, I think it was like 112 people in Japan that actually hold the record for the largest orgy. Or some wild astronomical number like that. I've looked it up one time out of curiosity and I've forgotten.
Well, back in my day, we used to call that a threesome. Now all of a sudden it's a freak-off or some shit.
That's what Diddy calls it!
Oh, that's so dumb.
And we know that's what Diddy calls it.
He immediately tries to downplay it like, oh, it wasn't 1,000. Where'd that made-up number come from? That's
The
a
boxes.
fake news fib right there.
The
And the
boxes.
interviewer's like, no, that came from the attorney. Like,
Yes.
like that's the official statement. He's like,
That is the official number.
They must be lying. Surely they're lying about that.
And I'm not really sure what the baby oil has to do with anything.
They're essentially
What do you mean you're not sure that what it has to do with anything?
saying it's a lubricant for an orgy.
I guess. I don't know what you need 1,000. One bottle of baby oil goes a long way. I don't know.
One bottle of baby oil goes a long way. Ah. This is absolutely insane.
What you need 1,000 for. I mean, he has a big house.
Ah, yes.
Hey,
The
it
wonderful
must be a lucky
advertisements
day.
that we
have a
get.
free upgrade.
House he buys in bulk. You know, I think they have Costco's in every place where he has a home.
You can see the cogs in his brain turning in real
Yes.
time as he starts to come to the realization that there is no way to try and justify or
No, there-
explain away
there
1,000
isn't.
bottles of baby oil. That quantity is absurd, unfathomable even. And he starts to like break it down, and he starts to go like and argue against his client, like 1,000 bottles of baby oil? That just doesn't make any sense. Who would possibly need that amount of baby oil? Do you know how much mileage you can get out of a single bottle? The best he could come
Exactly.
up with
That's
is
what everyone
saying that
says.
since his houses are close to Costco, he's probably just buying it in bulk.
Again, I don't even live that close to a Costco. I'm just going to be honest. I don't care what anyone says. If you're buying in bulk and you're buying lubricant in bulk, you're not getting 1,000. You're just not. You're getting less than 100 easily. You are probably getting 10 maximum. 10.
I decided to look it up just out of curiosity what the biggest bundle of baby oil you could even buy in bulk is.
Oh, that's actually a smart thing to
The
do. I
biggest
didn't think of
pack
that.
I could find was 5. A 5-pack of baby
Yes.
oil. He would
Like
be-
I said earlier in stream, you probably, if you were buying it in bulk, you would buy 5 bottles. That's exactly what I said. I didn't even have to look it up. I said if you were going to buy it in bulk, you'd probably only need 5, because 5 would last you like 30 fucking years.
200 packs of that. Just picture that for a moment.
Yes.
Stacking 200.
No, I won't look it up just to see the size, because I might pull up some images that will get me banned from YouTube and or Twitch.
100 packs of baby oil, 5 packs. If you stack them on top of each other, from bottom to top, it'll probably be about as high as a small office building. Like, that is crazy. And you're going to sit there
Yes.
in front of God and anime and you make the claim that the freak-offs are just threesomes. And
There's no
1,000 bottles of
possible
baby
way.
oil-
Like, I've seen people on TikTok talking about the freak-offs. Like, people that have, like, known Diddy, some of them, and it's like, there is so much happening at these parties. It's not okay. And the thing that has me worried is some like, you know, people that I genuinely like LeBron. He has said there's no party like a Diddy party, with a smile on his face, and I'm just like, oh no, what did LeBron do at one of these? And it's like, Kevin Hart's been close to him. I think Jay-Z, again, I don't know celebrities, so whatever I'm saying, if it's wrong, just know that it's wrong. Like, there's a lot of celebrities that are connected to Diddy, and not for good reasons necessarily. So, yeah.
Or unrelated somehow. Or used for threesomes. Like, Mark, please, brother, oh my god.
Have you sat in a parking lot of a Costco and see what people walk out of there with?
Not 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
I don't.
Yes.
I think it was.
That.
I think it was. Let's just say it's a lot. Okay.
No, that's not okay.
No, we don't say it's a lot. We know it's a lot. It's in the evidence files as 1,000 bottles of freaking baby oil.
Mark, why don't we use the actual U.S. Attorney's report on how much baby oil they confiscated from his property? You can't just wipe your ass and throw that number away because it makes
You
your client
actually
look like an
can't.
even bigger psychopath. You can't do that, Mark.
I've been with him since 8 o'clock this morning.
Uh-huh.
And it's about almost 3 o'clock now.
Uh-huh.
He's just laser focused. He's
On what?
engaged, he's helpful. He's confident. You know,
He's
going
confident about what? The fact that you might be able to get him off? And not in the way that he wants you to, possibly?
through our defense, as we do every day. And his spirits are relatively good.
Hey, Mark, I just want to say that information does not make me happy. I don't want to hear that P. Diddy is in good spirits. He shouldn't be. That guy is an absolute fiend. He's a villain. He is evil.
Yes. He is pretty much the reason, from my understanding, that we don't have Tupac or Biggie. Among a lot of other things, and he's definitely done sex trafficking and harmed thousands upon thousands of women just in his own lifetime.
I don't want to hear that he's in good spirits or having a positive outlook on things. I want to hear that he's fucking miserable.
I want to hear that when P. Diddy dies, that his gravestone is used as a public toilet and is also a place where skunks will just, walk by and fart on. That is all.
Because that's what he deserves for what he's done for the last few fucking decades that he has been terrorizing the entire music industry and ruining lives.
Yes.
So, Mark, your reporting right there actually put a frown on my face. You know that? I want you to know that.
How do you explain
I love Charles.
1,000 bottles of baby oil.
I don't think it was 1,000. I think it was a lot. I mean, there's a cost.
You can't.
On the street.
No, that's
Americans
not.
buy in bulk, as we know. And this is consensual adults doing what consensual adults do.
I don't think that they were.
We
Also, nobody's buying viewers.
country to think that somehow sex is a bad thing, because if it was, there'd be no more people.
He's really sticking
That's
to the
very...
Costco theory.
One, that's a very stupid argument.
What people come out with. It's crazy.
Two,
I'm sure he's not the only
you're
person
just
who's
avoiding the
1,000
question.
bottles of baby
He
oil.
has a lot of baby oil.
Normal thing that happens.
No, it's
And he
1,000
tries to put a spin
freaking
on
bottles.
it that it was consensual adults engaging in sexual activities.
Also, proof?
One of the big things about the freak-offs is the non-consensual nature of some of the shit that P. Diddy would force the guests to do.
Yes.
It's like a crucial component of this. And I understand, he can't go out there and say anything like that, but the evidence is overwhelming. So I just I hate hearing lawyers speak about a case in a situation like this where the client they're defending is clearly guilty, because then you can just see the lies spilling out of their mouth. And
Oh,
it's just
well,
a
yeah.
horrible thing to even just look at. But he then does try and put that last little bow on it by saying oh, we can't be like this. We can't be all yucky about hearing about
that's the
sex.
curse of being a lawyer, isn't it? Like, you have to lie if your client is guilty and you know it.
Whoa, galaxy brain, Mark. That.
And I'm pretty sure most lawyers do know.
But yeah, I just wanted to show you these two interviews here.
Like,
because
very
I love
quickly.
seeing Mark squirm when it comes to the baby
Jesus.
oil statement.
Why am I
and the
cuffed?
baby
This is
oil
Taki's, man.
line of questioning. It's really just so good to watch
Jesus.
Mark try and tackle it. So yeah.
Yep, that's about it for him. Alright, now I gotta see other stuff on P. Diddy. Let's see what else we can find here. Oh, the one from 5 months ago, where we already knew that. Oh, Legal Eagle.
Non-consensual freak-off
This is the
parties
one.
where the unwilling participants were often beaten and given drugs and IVs to continue in these marathon sessions.
That is horrible.
1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant to facilitate these crazy bacchanalia. Yeah, these allegations are bad. Yeah, 12 months ago, Mayor Eric Adams gave Diddy the key to New York City.
The bad boy of entertainment is getting the key to the city from the bad boy of politics.
Well, apparently Mayor Adams finally got something right, because Sean Combs has apparently been a very bad person.
Sean Combs stood in Times Square and was handed a key to New York City.
Yep.
Today, he's been indicted and will face justice.
I didn't even know that.
New York.
After months of speculation, the Department of Justice has charged Combs with sex trafficking, racketeering, and interstate prostitution. Yes, Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy or P. Diddy, may be facing up to life imprisonment for his alleged crimes. Now, our last video on Combs
I hope
detailed
so.
the reasons why federal agents from Homeland Security joined with local law enforcement to raid his Los Angeles and Miami properties in what turned out to be a sex trafficking investigation. The evidence seized in those raids forms the basis of this indictment. Assistant U.S. Attorney Damien Williams
This is
said,
so...
Indictment alleges that between
so
August
informational.
2008 and present, Combs abused, threatened and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct.
The indictment comes on the heels of several
Which
people
is
filing
just
lawsuits against
insane
Combs for allegedly
that this was
beating
going on for years. It's been like 30 years. Has it been 30 years since Diddy became famous? Isn't that right? Like, didn't he become famous in the 90s? Or am I just... when did Diddy become famous? In the 90s. It was the late 90s. So it's been almost 30 years since he became famous. And this has been going on for roughly 30 years. It's insane to me.
drugging, and forcing women to perform sex acts, which were sometimes recorded. Combs denied the allegations, but as more lawsuits were filed, evidence started to leak out. CNN obtained a 2016 hotel surveillance video showing Combs violently grabbing, shoving, dragging, and kicking his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura down the hall. Combs then apologized.
My behavior on that video is inexcusable.
Only on that video. Oh no, not all the other times that you've done it. Sack of
I
shit.
take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
No, you don't. And you haven't. No, you're not. You don't care.
And when I did it, I'm disgusted now.
You didn't look disgusted in the video.
And I sought out professional help.
Proof?
I had to go into therapy. And go into rehab.
Sure, he's
Receipts?
sorry now, but the Cassie video seemed to be the tipping point. More women and men came forward with allegations, former employees said they witnessed abuse, and then the FBI raided the properties. The Department of Justice said the video
Yeah.
of Combs assaulting Cassie was part of a pattern of conduct where Combs forced women to participate in sex acts with commercial sex workers. The indictment also says Combs went to great lengths
frickin'
to cover
sane.
these crimes. For example, quote, when a member of the hotel security staff intervened to help Cassie, Combs attempted to bribe the staff member to ensure silence. And all
That's
access to this video
wild.
on several counts: racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud or coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution.
I mean,
Now,
bribery
as always,
already
these are
won
allegations
to
and
stay
and
quiet about stuff.
being
That
used
already
because
just shows
the
that you're
government still
guilty.
needs to prove its case in a court of law. But the first count is for RICO conspiracy. Now, we've covered the basics of RICO charges before in many videos about Donald Trump and Young Thug. RICO refers to the Federal Racketeering, Influence, and Corrupt Organizations Act, which is codified in 18 U.S.C. 1961 through 1968. RICO is the federal law that was originally designed to combat organized crime. It allows for both criminal and civil actions against individuals or organizations engaged in a pattern of racketeering activity. Racketeering can include a range of criminal acts such as fraud, bribery, money laundering, drug trafficking, sex trafficking.
All of which he's
The
probably
RICO
done.
violation, the prosecutor must first show that the defendants had an enterprise, and an enterprise is any group of people associated with each other for a common purpose. Second, there needs
You know, if I was actually going to go to, like, law school, I would probably write some of this down. Honestly, this would be a very good, like, learning tool for that.
to be a pattern of racketeering activity, which means at least two acts of racketeering within a
Like,
period.
shout outs
These
to
are known as
Legal
breaking
Eagle.
acts,
They are
and third, there has to
wonderful.
be a connection between the
He,
defendant and the
they,
management
I'm
of the
not
enterprise.
really sure if it's a
The passing of the
group
RICO statute
or if
wasn't
it's
so much about
just
being tougher on
this
any
guy.
individual crime, but about being able to prosecute
Again,
or
I don't
prosecute
know
or prosecute.
people on the
The
internet.
indictment
I
says
don't
that
know
the
people that are
enterprise
celebrities or
consisted of John
anything.
Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P Diddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love, the defendant, entities within the Combs business, including but not limited to Bad Boy Entertainment, Combs Enterprises, and Combs Global, individuals employed by and associated with the Combs business, and others known and unknown. The indictment claims the purpose of the enterprise was operating a global business in the media entertainment, and as part of that goal, the enterprise devoted itself preserving, protecting, promoting, and enhancing the power, reputation, and brand of Sean Combs. The indictment says Combs demanded, quote, absolute loyalty, and the people involved in the enterprise sought to
This
enrich
is
themselves,
just-
and Combs rewarded, quote, those who demonstrated loyalty to Combs and willingness to conceal his crimes.
The road to the
Yeah. Oh, I'm not really even going to go that much further into this. I'm about done with this video. It's just, this is pretty much like all of the stuff that he is being charged with. All of it. Just boom, 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 boom. And you're supplementing this with 1,000 bottles of baby oil and then all the evidence that we haven't seen yet. There's gonna be so much that comes out about Diddy, like, after this. The Netflix series is going to be insane. Like, this is gonna be the Tiger King on steroids type thing. I don't know. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to stream. That's all I wanted to do with this. So, I'm good if y'all are good. This has been a short stream. I'm sorry if you expected more from me today, but that's about all. Anyway,